Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy. And thank you so much for joining me for it. So you may have heard me have a conversation with Laura Kelly from Star Wars Celebration Europe, maybe last month I guess it would have been, where she was very kind enough to share some impressions and reactions from the Ahsoka panel at Celebration Europe. She was able to get into that panel, I was not, but she was kind enough to let me interview her and ask her some questions about that. At the same time, I also threw my one question interview at her, which, if you need the refresher, is what's the biggest story or unresolved mystery in Star Wars that you would like to see resolved in your lifetime. And so it just remains for me to say for this episode, thank you so much for joining me for it as always, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be. And now, without further ado, here is how Laura Kelly answered that one question interview at Star Wars Celebration Europe. Hi, what's your name and your Star Wars claim to fame?
I am Laura Kelly, and I host the podcast Force Toast, a Star Wars happy hour, and I'm also on The Jedi Way with John Roca on his YouTube channel, and then some people might know me from the Star Wars division of the movie Trivia Schmodown.
And so here's the question. What is the biggest unresolved story or mystery in Star Wars that you'd like to see resolved before your life ends?
Okay, so there's a few. I really want to pick up Hera's story from the end of Rebels and figure, how did everything go with, was Jason born, right before the Battle of Scarif? Was she in the Battle of Scarif? Was she the one flying the ghost? What happened there? I would like to know what happened there. And then I'm also really curious to, hear the rest of Bo-Katan's story. We have lots of little chapters of her life, and I want more detail. I want to pick up in some of those in-between spaces where we just don't quite know what she was up to and what she was doing and how things went down. So I'm hoping that maybe, if they do that in book form, great, or if it ends up being a whole show, I'm awesome with that too. But I would love to just get more detail about what's going on with her.
Perfect. I love the answers. So, all right, so where can people follow you on your own Star Wars journey?
So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at shutup_Laura, and then the show that I host with Alice, that's Force Toast, that is at Force Toast Pod on Twitter, and it's on all major podcast platforms. The Jedi Way is on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2021 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.